Hey everyone, I want to do another LECTRIC 2.0 video here on my bike. A couple of problems I've experienced is my seat post, after a few rides, ends up sliding down inside of the tube here. And everything is tight. I mean, as far as the clamp goes right here, I have everything fastened down nice and tight. And what's happening here is I usually set my seat post about where the Z is at, right at the beginning of the Z, as far as when it's inserted inside of here. But a couple of things you want to check is make sure everything is clean at the top and on your seat post. Anything that might add lubrication to it to where it could possibly slide down or wiggle around over a period of time, you're going to want to make sure you clean your seat post if you're having this problem. But what we're looking at right here is this little metal ring. This is an actual shim that is inserted down inside of here about, I'd say the whole size of it, as far as how far it goes inside the tube, is probably about maybe 2.5 inches. Might be a little bit more. But the one thing I noticed too is you see the opening on the shim right here, right? When you close your clamp, I mean, you can clearly see that the shim is tightening down as well. But the shim, this opening should be honestly facing straight forward with your clamp. The clamp is definitely, not offset or anything like that. That could hinder the tightness when you actually clamp this in place to secure your seat post. Now, something else to check for if your seat post is moving around is the shim on the inside. Has the shim on the inside somehow started to slide down inside of the tube? I mean, these are pretty well pressure fitted inside, pressed inside. I know that they can be tweaked and taken out. And let's just double check something here really quick. The internal size should be 31.6, give or take. So let's go ahead and just do that really quick. All right, so this is not the most expensive measuring tool here. We're at 31.4. So, I mean, yeah, it's 31.4. So sometimes, yeah, like I said, this is not the most expensive digital measuring tool here for millimeters on the market. I think this thing was like about $11. So, but it's close enough because I know the size is rated at 31.6. Actually, I think the opening is rated a little bit bigger, but you can see by the measurement there, that was 31.4. My seat post, the Zoom suspension post, is 31.6. So what you want to do, and this is what I'm doing right now, I'm inserting the seat post, obviously, right? Now, we've got some wiggle room there. I mean, if you want to try to take up some of that wiggle room, you could wrap some electrical tape around that post. But I would not go more than one strip. I mean, you may not even be able to get that down inside of there. And also make sure that your clamp down here is good and tight. See, when I put this one down, when I put the force on this, I mean, you want to actually have an indentation in your hand, the palm of your hand, where you can see where that post is at. And of course, I can clearly see it right here. So that should work. So if you are having problems with a seat post that's moving around, pull your seat post out, clean everything up, make sure there's nothing there that might be lubricating that to where it can, over time, slide down inside of there. But as I said earlier, make sure you are checking this clamp here. Make sure everything is tight and in place, and make sure the inside insert here, this metal or aluminum piece, and I'm going to assume this is aluminum, because if this was actual just regular steel, there would definitely be signs of rust on the top over here. I live on the coast, so I mean, it could be galvanized, I suppose, but yeah, just go ahead and double check, clean your seat post, clean around the inside down here, and secure everything back up nice and tight. And hopefully that will stop your seat movement issues, guys. Other than that, I hope you're doing good out there, and I'll see you on the next LECTRIC 2.0 video. Keep safe.